4 reasons why Nia Jax failed to dethrone Rhea Ripley at WWE Saturday Night's Main Event 2025. WWE Saturday Night's Main Event emanated from San Antonio, Texas, and kicked off with the Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley started the show with her title defense against Nia Jax and ended up retaining and making headlines around the world. With her victory, Rhea Ripley ensured that she would kick off the road to WrestleMania as the Women's World Champion and might be looking for the next name in line to challenge her. Let's analyze a few reasons why Nia Jax could not defeat Rhea Ripley during tonight's Saturday Night's Main Event 2025. Rhea Ripley reclaimed the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan during WWE Raw's Netflix premiere. Her match against Nia Jax at Saturday Night's Main Event marked her first title defense following the victory. This could be a big reason why Ripley ended up retaining her Women's World title during the show. With Rhea Ripley's massive position on the women's roster over the past few months, a big loss right before the road to WrestleMania was possibly unthinkable. Nia Jax has elevated her position in the wrestling industry with her recent run as the WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown. The 40-year-old star announced her entry in the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match on SmackDown this week, clearing that she would not leave any opportunity to retain her spot on the top of the roster. With her recent run in the company, it is clear that WWE has some massive plans for the star. A potential Women's Royal Rumble match victory could have been the reason WWE booked Jax to lose at Saturday Night's Main Event. A victory in Indianapolis next week could end up giving her an even greater stature on the roster, with an opportunity to reclaim the Women's Championship at WrestleMania 41. Tiffany Stratton betrayed Nia Jax when she cashed in her Money in the Bank contract to pin Jax and become the WWE Women's Champion. However, the Stamford-based company has still not built a major rivalry between the former friends. With Stratton already the champion, if WWE wants to visit the potential feud between both women, Jax winning the title at SNME wouldn't have made sense. This might have been the reason Rhea Ripley ended up victorious tonight, with the challenger leaving the arena disappointed. With WrestleMania 41 season fast approaching, Triple H has started working on a potentially stacked card for the grandest stage of them all, and a marquee women's match is reportedly being planned for the show. As per recent reports from Fightful Select, there are plans to run Rhea Ripley as Bianca Belair at the Showcase of the Immortals. Triple H could also plan to keep the Women's World Championship involved in their feud, to keep the stakes high in their massive rivalry. This could have been the reason Ripley retained her title at Saturday Night's Main Event, with her current reign potentially staying intact until WrestleMania 41. However, the second edition of WWE Saturday Night's Main Event took place in San Antonio, Texas. Rhea Ripley opened the evening with a title defense against Nia Jax. The two women clashed in a fierce battle. However, overcoming all the odds, Mami managed to retain her title. Following her massive triumph, Rhea Ripley has ensured that she will kick off the road to WrestleMania 41 as the Women's World Champion. With Jax out of the way for now, she might be looking for the next challenger for her title. In a shocking twist, Rhea Ripley could issue an open challenge to the entire women's roster at the 2025 Royal Rumble, putting her title on the line for anyone who steps out. Becky Lynch could make her return and shock the world by accepting the instant title shot and could probably defeat the Nightmare by turning heel, altering the course of Raw's women's division. There have been talks about the man's comeback for a while now. Following her immediate title loss, in the realm of possibilities, Rhea Ripley could enter the Women's Royal Rumble match. She could win the match and challenge the man for the title, setting up Becky versus Rhea 2 at WrestleMania 41. Lynch won the Women's Elimination Chamber match and challenged Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40. Despite delivering a stellar performance, she failed to capture the title from the Nightmare. Their rivalry concluded abruptly after Ripley got injured after Mania and had to vacate her title. A heel Becky versus babyface Rhea could be a massive box office feud. Something similar happened at Royal Rumble 2022, where Brock Lesnar lost his title against Bobby Lashley and entered the men's Rumble match and won it, becoming the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' Universal title. That said, the proposed angle above is merely speculation at this point, and fans must stay tuned to Raw to learn more. 2K Games has officially announced the WWE 2K25 game and has started promotional activity for their upcoming release. The official social media page posted a clip featuring Rhea Ripley, where Mommy dropped a hint about having an intergender match feature in the game. To promote the new in-game feature, WWE could book an intergender match between Ripley and Dominic Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. There have been some prominent talks about booking the match between Mysterio and Ripley since they were separated on screen. The Stanford-based promotion could finally make it happen. However, WWE superstar Nia Jax recently failed to defeat Rhea Ripley in a Women's World Championship match. The Saturday night's main event bout saw both wrestlers put up an equal fight. But Mammy ultimately prevailed and defeated Jax. However, with the massive heel push she is receiving, the irresistible force potentially won't back down so easily. Here are 5 directions the 2-time WWE Women's Champion can take after SNME. Nia Jax has always proven to be one of the toughest opponents to eliminate in the Women's Royal Rumble. This year, however, the irresistible force could go on and win the Rumble. Although the 2024 Queen of the Ring lost her match to Rhea Ripley, the feud between these women is far from over. Additionally, Jax also has unfinished business with Tiffany Stratton, who cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on her to become the new WWE Women's Champion. Thus, the irresistible force has multiple future prospects if she wins the Rumble. In this week's episode of Raw, Nia Jax attacked Rhea Ripley while she was making her way into the arena. The security made a timely intervention and saved Mammy from any injuries. Jax continued to make use of underhanded tactics on SNME by headbutting the Eradicator even before Lilian Garcia could announce her for the match. Thus, there is a high probability that Jax will not let Ripley go anytime soon. Moreover, there is a possibility that she could attack the Women's World Champion next week and possibly injure her ahead of the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax moved to the Raw brand via the transfer window from WWE SmackDown. Although Jax received a lot of boos from the fans on the Monday night show, the company may not want to continue her feud with the Eradicator. This could be because of several other stars such as Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Bayley standing in line to challenge Mommy. Thus, the Stanford-based promotion may choose to send Jax back to WWE SmackDown. Right now, Tiffany Stratton has no significant rival, and the irresistible force would be the perfect opponent for her. Thus, following her SNME fallout, she could restart her feud with the Buff Barbie and look to put an end to Tiffy time. Saturday night's main event saw Jacob Fatu lose control during his match with Braun Strowman. The Samoan werewolf kept attacking the monster of all monsters despite the referee ringing the bell and security trying to stop him. Tama Tonga, who is also a vicious heel, had to intervene and stop his teammate. Solo Sikoa already seems to have given up on the new bloodline, and with Fatu being unstable, the faction could use some new leadership. Interestingly, there is a chance that WWE could try something creative here and make Nia Jax lead the new bloodline, with just the Tongan brothers on her side. The Stanford-based promotion has recently been mentioning her Samoan heritage quite a lot. Thus, Jax could lead the new bloodline going forward. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae have been teaming up together for quite some time. The duo has already clashed with the women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Naomi, in a losing effort. However, they secured a win alongside Liv Morgan this week on SmackDown against Belair, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley. Thus, WWE may have plans to field the Irresistible Force and the Poison Pixie as the new tag champs. This would keep both of them relevant without making them compete with the currently saturated space in the singles division. It would be interesting to see what lies ahead for Jax. However, WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley had a bold message after defeating Nia Jax to retain her title at Saturday night's main event tonight. Mammy is now looking forward to the 2025 Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 41. The Royal Rumble 2025 Premium Live event is almost on the horizon. 30 female stars will compete in the annual free-for-all, and the winner will get a women's title shot at the grandest stage of them all. After Rhea Ripley beat Nia Jax to retain the women's world title tonight, she was interviewed backstage and had much to say. Mammy said she was the first person to hold a women's world title, and having the belt on her shoulder just feels right. She further said she guarantees she will be the one walking to the ring at Mania with the women's world title, and whoever wins the Royal Rumble will have to be ready for her. The Nightmare took back the women's world title from Liv Morgan on the Raw premiere on Netflix. She had been chasing the belt for months on end before finally bagging it on the historic episode of The Red Brand. However, Hall of Fame wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently spoke about Rhea Ripley facing Nia Jax at Saturday night's main event. The two stars went to war for the Women's World Championship. It was a brutal fight as Ripley and Jax decimated each other to secure the gold. Both women landed vicious shots during the match. However, the irresistible force's showbooting cost her, as Mammy capitalized and pinned her after hitting the riptide. In an exclusive chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling, Bill Apter noted that the matchup went as expected, with Rhea Ripley getting the win after some initial onslaught from Jax. The Hall of Fame journalist pointed out that Jax took too long on the ropes to hit the annihilator while posing for fans. He felt this technical oversight cost the irresistible force the title in Texas. That match was similar to what I predicted. The champion would have a hard time at the beginning, but eventually power out and show how excellent she is by giving the riptide, which is a dangerous ride onto the giant Nia Jax. One of the things with Nia Jax, if we're talking technical, what she did wrong was that when she was on the top rope several times getting ready for the annihilator, she stood there and posed for the fans and made so much of a spectacle of herself. She should have just followed up and tried to pin her, Apter said. Hi lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, and subscribe the channel.